Welcome back. An 18-year veteran of the Department of Justice resigned a few weeks ago. Is now leading a group of former officials helping those inside the department, still there, who are facing demotions, firings, possibly worse. Our Scott MacFarlane spoke exclusively with this whistleblower.
There are people who have come to us who are being threatened now, and many, many more believe that they could be.
Including by the January 6 rioters or just by supporters of the administration?
By January 6 rioters, by supporters of the administration, by others who have believed the deep state narrative.
Scott MacFarlane joins me now at the table. Scott, always great to have you. Talk to the audience about what this is all about, the implications, the level of anxiety within the DOJ.
What a sign of the times that a group has had to be stood up to help so many fired, demoted, or reassigned people. That's where we are in the federal government right now, and it's in a particularly sensitive spot in the Department of Justice, which protects America from terrorists, child predators, and violent gangs. The reassignments, the demotions, and the firings have been so vast, this group called Justice Connection has started up to be kind of a one-stop shop for everybody trying to get legal help to protect themselves, employment help, mental health support, security support, because these are prosecutors or agents who went after bad guys and are now no longer beneath the protective shield of the Department of Justice. It speaks to the moment, but Major, there is this destabilized environment right now inside the FBI and the Department of Justice that should not go overlooked.
And it goes straight to morale and the ability to carry out day-to-day functions.
It's hard to chase terrorists, chase bad guys when you're worried every few minutes an email is going to pop up in your inbox that says you're reassigned or you're fired. We've had FBI agents tell us that it's harder to stay focused when this sort of Damocles over your head. Take a listen to more of what this Justice Connection leader, Stacey Young, had to say about the people who are reaching out to her. You've helped hundreds of Justice Department employees. They scared?
They're terrified. They're being terrorized by this administration. They're terrified about their careers. Many are terrified about their safety, and they're terrified about the institution they serve.
What concerns them about their safety, their personal safety?
Their personal safety. For a long time now, DOJ employees have been doxxed online, they've been harassed, and those instances have increased.
The Trump administration has argued they're moving out people who they don't believe can move forward the Trump administration's priorities for this agency, and they have defended so many of these personnel moves.
Is the administration at all on the case of those who are intimidating, doxing, terrorizing these employees? Because those sound like borderline criminal offenses.
Yeah, and not even borderline, right? I mean, doxing and harassment is very much a criminal offense in so many cases. And I think to be deferential to all involved, those who are being victimized by this is an equal opportunity menacing that's been going on. People will easily point to all different peoples on different part of the spectrum who've been the subject to doxing and harassment. It needs to be
across the political spectrum.
Across the political spectrum and across the government in different agencies, not just the Department of Justice. But let me focus on two removals in particular that have caught the attention of the workforce and maybe not so much menacing as demoralizing. The longtime longtime veteran FBI agent who's been the head of the New York field office was, he says, forced to retire. He had defended all those FBI agents and employees who were listed as having been part of the January 6th investigation. And the head of the pardon attorney's office also out.
Scott MacFarlane, keep on it. Thank you very much.